intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Well, partner, league-wide, I think we're set up for a wild month of January. It seems like this season, more than others, we've had a number of teams that you maybe say, hey, they're the Super Bowl favorites. Kind of the Rams early, then it was the Chiefs. Patriots kept winning, and the Saints, and now, heck, maybe even the Texans or the Bears could claim that moniker.
Yeah, it's going to make for a wild month of January. And you just wonder right now, are we missing a team or two that's just a little bit outside the playoff?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Landry, the intended target. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Breeze hands to Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And Watson has it right side. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds. Oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the no the leader. Getting out while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, Mayday. Bubbles and these models, it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He gets away from one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. Powers through, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Prescott now on second down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 37 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now the pitch comes to Ingram, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer. Exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive. Stop them on the first drive defensively.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Well, partners, the Cowboys come back out here. I want to ask you to assess the season. The first couple months of the year for Dallas starting to look like they'd be sitting at home in January. Then the Amari Cooper.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
The football going back to the New Orleans Saints. And I wanted to ask you, Charles, for the Saints, how you think they stack up against the other teams near the top of the NFC, the Rams, the Bears. Where do you think they figure in?
Well, they can score well enough that if the Rams set a heavy pace, they can go out and they can score with them.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. David Irving Irving with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here's Breeze to throw.
And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger, and this time it costs them 2 points. In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams. And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Demario Davis in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down. As on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They run. It's Mark Ingram, and he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
They toss to Ingram, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A 1st down throw for Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. To throw is Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. A gain of 6 there on first.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Ready? You waiting?
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carr. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And his kick is good. And that's going to open the lead up now to 3 scores at 18-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. The toss right. This is Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12.
Ready? You ready? 13.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, 55 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott on first down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. To the air again, Prescott. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Breeze to Ingram on the draw. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. The give is to Elliott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 63 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And a little floater there is incomplete. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this.
It.
Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Well, Prescott here to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
It's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now.
What? Woo!
Next up,
Devin Wade.
It's been a year now since Wade made a name for himself on the hit show Long Shot, but now he's been signed by the Dallas Cowboys.
How about that? And a year ago, I would have said Wade's got a shot at a decent NFL career, but let's be honest, this last year has been really rough on him.
At least he's on a team, unlike his buddy Colt Cruz.
Yeah, but you got to give Colt some credit. I mean, he gave up a shot at the Super Regional Combine to help his buddy Devin Wade out when he needed it most.
That's true, but would we even be talking about him if he wasn't on that show? He barely made it out of rookie minicamp last year.
Yeah, but I think Cruz has some talent. We would have seen Cruz missile launch right out of the Super Regional. Yeah, sure, he got some exposure on the show, but that could ultimately cost him in the long run.
Nate, there's nothing wrong with being on reality.
Of course you would say
How
that.
dare you? How dare you? Peter, who has best shot of these guys to make it?
My guy, I'm Mike Schmizniak. I'm a Schmiz guy.
No way.
Yes.
Not a chance,
It's looking at the best numbers of any of those contestants.
Don't sleep on the Schmiz.
Okay, you're talking about numbers. Football is much more than numbers. I mean, Schmitty is a beast on the field, but that attitude, though, hey, listen, that's a non-starter in my book.
All right, Burleson, so who's your pick?
You know who I stand by.
Who?
Colt Cruz, baby.
I'll give you a name. Sergeant Carrot.
Yeah.
I'm a big Sergeant Carrot guy.
Absolutely.
When the show went back to Wade's old Army unit and Wade and Cruz got to go Iron Man against Dan Marino, it's Carrot.
She more than held her own against her fellow soldiers. NFL scouts out there, take note of this lady.
Here, here.
Thank
Yes.
Does she even have a first name?
Yeah, Sergeant.
Sarge for short.
Sarge, yeah.
All right, in all seriousness, do you guys see a future in the NFL for these two?
Yeah, listen, the window is short after college. You normally get 2 seasons to catch on. I say it's do or die for Cruz.
And Wade, it's been a year now. He hasn't been cut, but it looks like no team in the NFL trusts him to actually take an NFL snap.
That show made him a household name, and he's had training from top talent. Dan Marino, ever heard of him? How about Coach Jack Ford?
And the Cowboys are the ultimate show, and they clearly see something. I mean, he's going to have to prove himself, but I genuinely think we're going to see him on the field there. I do.
I'm rooting for him.
Now just one of 90 players vying for a roster spot, but the question does remain, guys. Can the long shot continue to defy odds and be one of the Cowboys' final 53?
Listen, we're going green, right, strong. Slot spider, 2 wide banana. Got it?
Got it, Coach.
Go.
That's what we got, long shot.
Okay, here we go, guys.
All right, we're going to go, Oh, no, that's real good. Coach loves QBs who take their time.
No, I got it. All right, we're going red quads right, a slot, spider 2 wide banana.
Is that even a play? Sounds like what I had for breakfast.
Hey, come on, man. You know this is football, right? See it over there? It's the other team. You want to call a play now? Come on.
Okay,
Hold
on,
Hey, say we going past 94, punch X, deep cross.
All right, here we go. Check that. Here we go, guys. Eyes on me. All right, we're going past 94, punch X, deep cross. Past 94, punch X, deep cross. On two. Ready, break.
Guess we'll see if he knows what that means.
Blue 58.
What play was that?
It's past 94, bunch. Then I had the X shallow cross.
We went over this in OTAs already. How you ever gonna beat a real NFL defense? You don't even know what play we're running. Take a seat, son.
Yeah. You lasted longer than me on long shot, but it's real football now, bud.
You keep telling yourself that, Mike.
Telling you.
So.
It's a long shot. I'm a long shot.
Oh, hey, man.